Most of what you think your cat does out of love, you're reading it wrong. That soft little bite mid-petting, not aggression. That's your cat treating you like family, and most owners punish it. Cats don't bond with all humans equally. They pick one person, sometimes two. And if your cat does these 5 specific things, you're not just their owner, you're their person. Here's the setup. 5 subtle, science-backed behaviors cats reserve for the humans they've genuinely classified as safe. Each takes seconds to spot. And the last one? It's the ultimate compliment a cat can pay a human being. Number 1. Have you ever been petting your cat, everything totally calm, and they suddenly turn and give you a soft little bite? You froze. You thought you did something wrong. Most owners assume any bite is aggression, a warning. They pull back. Sometimes they scold the cat. And they unknowingly punish one of the highest compliments a cat can give. Here's the science. In 2003, Curtis, Knowles, and Kroll Davis at the University of Georgia studied colony cats and found something clear. Related and familiar cats were significantly more likely to stay within 1 meter of each other and to allogroom, that gentle licking and nibbling behavior reserved for socially bonded partners. It targets the head, the neck, the shoulders, the spots a cat can't reach on itself. This is a family gesture. So when your cat licks your hands, your hairline, your face, and then softly nibbles, they're redirecting an intraspecies grooming behavior onto you. They are treating you as a colony member. The bite is deliberately inhibited. Same jaw pressure they'd use on a litter mate. Try this tonight. Next time your relaxed cat licks you, hold still for 3 seconds. Don't yank away. Let the sequence finish. And if you think a soft love bite is intimate, wait until number 5. Because there's one thing a cat will only do when they've classified you as so safe, they're willing to enter their most defenseless biological state, right on top of you. Predators don't do that for people they merely tolerate. Now, the giveaway combo you're watching for. Slow licking first, then a gentle nibble with no jaw pressure. Body stays soft. No tail thump, no rippling back skin, no flattened ears. That's the family signal. A sharp bite with tail thrashing and rippling skin? That's overstimulation. Completely different signal. Stop petting. Number 2. Ever catch your cat across the room and they slowly close their eyes at you? Half-lidded, almost sleepy, then open them again? Most people think their cat is just sleepy. They're not. Or worse, they stare back with wide, unblinking eyes, which, to a cat, is the body language of a threat. In 2020, Humphrey, Proops, Foreman, Spooner, and McComb, Universities of Sussex and Portsmouth, published 2 experiments in scientific reports. Experiment 1. Owners slow blinked at their cats. Cats produce significantly more half-blinks and eye narrowing back versus a neutral, no-interaction baseline. Experiment 2. A stranger slow blinked at cats, then offered a hand. Cats were significantly more likely to approach. Here's what's actually happening in the face. The slow blink is a deliberate contraction of the orbicularis oculi, the muscle around the eyelid. Successive half-blinks, followed by prolonged eye narrowing. Slow, visible, unhurried. Compare that to a reflex blink. Evinger and colleagues in 2003 measured cat blinks hitting 2,000 degrees per second, completing in 15 to 20 milliseconds. Instant. The slow blink is engineered to be seen. It's a non-threat display. Closing your eyes on another animal means voluntarily lowering your guard. Try it right now. Catch your cat's eye across the room. Soften your face. Close your eyes slowly over 1 full second. Hold. Open halfway. Don't stare, then wait. Watch for the return. Their eyes narrow, half close, or fully close back at you. That's the reciprocation Humphrey measured. Your cat matching your affiliative signal. Fair note, slow blinking isn't exclusive to bonded owners. It also functions as a general calming signal with strangers and other cats. But when your cat offers it to you unprompted, they're speaking your language. Quick pause. If this is already changing how you see your cat, hit subscribe. We publish deep dive animal behavior breakdowns every week, and the next 3 signs, this is where it gets genuinely surprising. Number 3, does your cat ever walk over, sit right next to you, and deliberately turn their back to you? Facing away, tail curled, totally chill. Most people read this as rejection. They're mad at me. They came over just to snub me. It feels like the coldest thing a cat can do. It's actually the opposite. Now, honesty beat. This is the shakiest sign in the video, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. There is no peer-reviewed study that isolates back-turn to human as a specific trust signal. Nobody has tested it in a lab, but John Bradshaw, anthrozoologist at the University of Bristol, in his 2013 book Cat Sense, argues something important. Cats build trust through overall relaxation, proximity, absence of defensive behaviors, and predictable handling. And they likely perceive us as large, non-hostile cats. Here's the mechanism. Cats are both predator and prey. Their survival wiring keeps them oriented toward threats. A tense cat faces you, ears swiveling, eyes locked. Choosing to sit with their back exposed near you means their threat monitoring system has, in that moment, deprioritized you as a danger. It's a passive marker of reduced vigilance, not an active signal, a byproduct of feeling safe. So here's what to do. When your cat plops down facing away from you, don't scoop them up. Don't turn them around. Just stay still. Match their calm for 60 seconds. You've been designated safe furniture. Take the compliment. Confirmation isn't one move. It's the cluster. Soft body, no tail flicking, ears in neutral position, maybe a paw tucked under. Safe furniture. If they eventually stretch out or roll partially onto their side, still facing away, you've hit the jackpot. Their guard is fully down in your presence. Those first three are the everyday signals. But the next two, this is where the science actually gets measurable. Because researchers put cats in a lab and quantified exactly how many are truly bonded to their humans. And the numbers surprised even the scientists. Number 4, does your cat follow you from room to room? Into the kitchen, into the bathroom, into the closet, just sitting there, watching you? Most people brush it off. They just want food, or feel weird about it. Why do they follow me into the bathroom? That's clingy. Both readings miss what the science actually shows. In 2019, Kristen Vitale, Alexandra Benke, and Monique Udell at Oregon State University published a landmark study in Current Biology. They adapted the Ainsworth Infant Strange Situation Test, separations and reunions with the owner versus a stranger in a novel room. The result? Roughly 65.8% of adult cats were classified as securely attached to their caregiver, 34.2% insecure, proportions strikingly similar to human infants. Here's the mechanism. A securely attached cat uses their bonded human as a secure base. They explore, check in, settle faster when you're present. Proximity seeking isn't clinginess. It's the same attachment architecture that drives infants to orbit their caregivers. And following into a vulnerable place, like the bathroom, reflects a group member instinct. Staying near their social base during your vulnerable activity. Try this. Next time your cat follows you into a room, sit down in their view. Do something quiet for 2 minutes. Read your phone, fold laundry. Don't call them over, don't reach for them. Just be a stable presence. Secure base signature. They settle within a few feet of you. Groom themselves, explore the room, and return periodically to check on you. That check-in loop, leave, return, is the exact behavior Vitale coded as secure attachment. Honest note, Potter and Mills in 2015 ran a different version and did not find classic secure attachment signs in cats. The attachment framing is contested, not settled, and following can also be food-motivated or anxiety-driven or a sign of illness. The secure base reading requires the calm check-in pattern, not frantic clinginess. Number 5. Remember at the very beginning, in number 1, when I said predators don't enter their most defenseless biological state for people they merely tolerate? This is it. This is the one. Has your cat ever climbed onto your chest, your lap, your stomach, and actually fallen deeply asleep? Not resting, actually gone. Twitching paws, sideways flop, out cold. Most owners think, oh, they just like the warmth, a radiator is warm, a folded blanket is warm. Your cat has hundreds of options. They picked the one option that could roll over and crush them. Now, I have to be honest with you about this one. There isn't a single study that puts electrodes on cats sleeping on humans and measures it directly. But here's what we do know. Ruud van den Bos and colleagues, 2021, Behavioral Brain Research, a scoping review of sleep and risk-based decision-making across species. Sleep is the state of maximum reduced responsiveness to threat, across animals. It's the most vulnerable an organism gets. And Dutch shelter cat research from Utrecht University in 2025 shows cats' entire stress system revolves around control over safety. Simple hiding boxes measurably drop behavioral stress scores and heart rates. Safety isn't a preference for cats. It's an architecture. So here's the mechanism. Cats are ambush predators and small prey animals. Their nervous system is calibrated to never enter deep sleep, somewhere they can be surprised. When your cat chooses to fully flop out on top of you, a large, warm, unpredictable creature that could shift, roll, or stand at any moment, their threat assessment system has classified you not as neutral, not as safe furniture, but as active protection. You've been upgraded to secure base for their most defenseless state. You can't force this one. That's the whole point. But you can invite it. Sit still on the couch for 20 minutes at the same time each evening. Don't summon your cat. Don't pat your lap. Be a predictable, stationary, calm surface. Repeat for a week. The payoff is unmistakable. They climb on. 2 or 3 rotations, they settle. Within a few minutes, breathing deepens. Paws twitch. Whiskers move in dream sleep. That's REM. On top of you. When your cat deep sleeps on your chest, they haven't just decided you're their owner. They've decided you're the reason it's safe to be unconscious. The ultimate compliment. That is the ceiling. That is what a truly great owner looks like, through the eyes of a cat.